Hi Jeffrey, my name is Kristen and I'm a physical therapist. From the information you sent, it does sound like you have a brachioradialis strain. The thing that is puzzling is that it's taken so long to heal. So the first thing, we're going to treat it very conservatively and start with controlling the inflammation. The best way to do that is to begin stretching it. So I'm going to have you stretch with a straight elbow, pulling your palm down, holding it for 15 seconds, and then you're going to alternate and do palm up. This is going to stretch the wrist flexors that cross the elbow, the brachioradialis, and the wrist extensors. So all the muscles that could be involved here. We're going to stretch gently into where you feel a stretch, not severe sharp pain. So if you can't go too far, just go to where you feel the stretch. The important thing is that the elbow is straight. So you're going to hold it 15 seconds and do it 2 to 3 times depending on how you're feeling. Probably at the beginning you should do it up to 3 times. And go ahead and do it on both arms. The next thing I'm going to have you do is massage. You're going to go across the muscle fibers. You can go through, over clothing, and through clothing, or you can go right onto the skin. And if you do that, sometimes it's more comfortable if you put a little lotion on your fingers. And if you could get somebody else to massage and find the real sore spots and just work across the muscle fibers, work down the muscle fibers, and keep working them in different directions, finding that really sore, tender spot. As you keep rubbing and massaging the area, the pain level should decrease as you keep going, and you should be able to tolerate more pressure. Then, after you've done those 2 things, stretch and massage, I want you to put an ice pack over it. You're going to cover it with an ice pack. You could use crushed ice in a baggie, put a paper towel in between you and that crushed ice, or if you have a gel pack, wrap it and strap it right onto the area and right over the area of pain. And you're going to ice for 15 seconds. No, excuse me. You're going to ice for 15 minutes, 2 or 3 times a day for the next couple days. That's going to significantly reduce any inflammation or that pain cycle that's happening, so that you have to decrease the inflammation in order to allow tissue to heal. So I'm going to have you start with those 2 things. Then as your arm begins to feel better, you had mentioned it's sometimes just difficult to hold a cup of water in that hand. Once those symptoms have gone, I want you to begin to strengthen. And strengthening, I've given you a couple tools to strengthen that you're going to strengthen with just household items. The biggest thing is you're going to do pronation and supination. And I have a screwdriver here with a bigger handle so the weight is on the end. You're going to hold the end of the screwdriver. You're going to supinate, pronate, and do 2 sets of 15 this way. You should be pain-free. Once you're pain-free with the bent elbow, I want you to do the same thing with the straight elbow, which is going to add a little bit more torque to the elbow. Once you can do something with a light weight, I want you to up the ante a little bit, and you're going to use something heavier like a hammer. And again, pronation, supination. Once you're able to do 2 sets of 15 pain-free, you're going to do pronation and supination with a straight arm. That should really begin to strengthen and get those muscles and tendons strong again. Then after you do those and you're pain-free with that, you can begin to do some weightlifting. I would hold off on all weights, even if you had mentioned you just can do biceps and deadlifts. I would hold off on that until this tissue really heals in order to prevent re-injury. So I hope that answers your questions. If you have any further questions or questions about this video, please feel free to contact us. Be well.